Yo, good setup in common. This is what we've been waiting for all day. Uh, got the order block finally, right there. Validation, sweep liquidity. Now we're looking for a lower time frame order block from this order block. Then it's game time. I know Dodgy already I think juicing this setup. In balanced price range looks beautiful. It's not no. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't because it's lower. I'm not quite sure what he does, but I like Dodgy. Anyways, right. We get our bias is basically down there because the logic is we see this is the order block they were using for this move, and so shit. This is close my door. Sorry. Yo. All right. So bias is towards this one here, and that's because standard deviation of this order block here extends to where we reversed. And why is this important? See here. Why is this important? Well, because then that's the order block we're referring to. I was initially thinking, okay, maybe we are going to reverse after this, but we didn't quite get the order flow to make that the logical play. Instead, we got a move which signals that smart money are buying shorts. See, bear flag, breakout, people go short, stop loss above there, smart money buy their position, validate, build up liquidity in the order block. There, boom, beautiful. Basically, we are now looking for a lower time frame entry, and we would hold this one for a long time. No, I don't know why standard deviation ain't working, or it is. Yeah, it is. So just by that one, quite fitting in it. Right. I'm also gonna experiment. This was the propulsion block of the day. How does this one work with the -4 extension? Because in many cases that's like the move, which would be interesting. Right, let's make sure we don't miss this setup now. Uh, what I'm looking for is a 1 minute order block. I mean, to a degree, this whole one here comes order block, but that's whack risk reward in it. Right. So now this is a logical trade because order flow is showing smart money wants to buy shorts. We have a validated bearish order block. We have liquidity built up inside of this order block. We have a M15 order block that is sorry, we have an M15 order block that is no, that's the one we had. And we are looking inside the M15 order block for high risk reward setup. Black points. Kind of why I like doing this is because it basically it clears my mind on, do we have really everything that's good? Do we have everything we need for a good trade, you know? If not, well, you realize it when you write it out. Also helps you like kind of with expertise, I think. Like, yeah, my man. Always good knowledge. So what we're looking at here, 2 fake flags. Where are the stops? Right up there. From both of these fake breakouts. That's what I think, at least. Into the order block. Could be a beautiful entry. Another double bottom. Oh, what's up? We'll see if we get this set up here. Finally, we're getting what I thought. Like before, I thought we would turn here, but looking at the way we built up the move before, you can see we break down below before, and then we go up. That's not really what. Hold up, I'm watching YouTube. Yeah, that makes order flow like less likely. And now we even validated it, so now it's like definitely or not definitely, never say definitely, but very likely this is a bearish order block. We trigger bear flag, right? People go short, stops above there, stops taken. Boom. Move up, liquidity. People have stops there. Sweep liquidity. Validate order block in 1 minute. And yeah, it's that one down there, I guess, in a 5 minute. Basically, what I'm looking at is you see how we built up this liquidity here. See flag, break down below, stops there. Another flag, break below, stops up there. Double top, still stops there. So all liquidity engineered is bearishly engineered, which for me is a sign that smart money are loading up. Ah, I saw Santa. Well, Merry Christmas, mate. Yeah. Are you working? Mm, Another viewer. Basically, what we're looking at right now is we got this liquidity up here. We fake down below, right? Everyone goes short, stops above there. We have the double top, double top. All the liquidity is basically right there. We've not sweat that. Got a 5 minute order block right here. And right now, what we're looking for is the liquidity build up ahead of the order block. And how are we getting that? Well, we're getting all these fake flags, right? So people go short on this breakdown below, stops above there. Another flag, people go short, stops above there. Double top, people go short, stops above there. And probably what we are eyeing in terms of how far this move is going to go is, I believe, is we're heading down there, not to this order block. Why? Because of the standard deviation. So I think we're referring to this order block here because it's the one, it's the distance where we got the standard deviation move back. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Always grinding, always in chat. You better be a millionaire in 1 year, bro. You're gonna be if you're here every day. Me too. I'm not a millionaire yet, to be honest. But hey, gonna work there. Mm, this was interesting. Uh, I mean, we didn't get a 1 minute order block there, sadly. I'm thinking of if I'm gonna refine the strategy all the way down to a 30 minute order block. See that as valid. I mean, the reaction came after the liquidity sweep and the balance price range we had on the 5 minute, but we didn't get the 1 minute order block, so we couldn't. That's what I was eyeing at just at the last trade, but we didn't get the 1 minute order block, so I didn't take it. But right now we are got some new people in the chat. Welcome, guys. Gonna got a very good trade coming up. The logic is we got this 15-minute order block right here. Why is this an order block? Well, a lot of people went short on this retail flag breakdown, right? Stops were put above here. Move up, sweep those stops. Boom. That's where smart money buys. We now validated this order block, right? there. And now in this order block, what are we looking for? Always look in my videos, order block, liquidity in the order block. Now, have we done the exact same thing of engineer liquidity inside the order block? Yes. How? See this pattern here? Break down below what happens. People are going short here as well. We have right stops above there. All these retail double tops. People go short. People go short. Yes, my man. Yes, we have. Yeah, and so basically what we got then is this whole move up here. This whole move, smart money are buying their position. This is going to be the next order block. Pretty confident. Sweep that liquidity and move goes down, right? We sweep that liquidity, move goes down. Now we have this new order block right here. 1 minute time frame. Boom. Look how we're engineering liquidity here as well. Right there, right there, right there. We're just waiting right now, right? Ideally, we have a big, juicy fake out on this one as well. That would be beautiful because the logic with that is just more liquidity, right? And the more liquidity, the bigger the move is going to be. Ahead of every great run comes a great manipulation. That's that's a motto, okay, guys. Um, yeah, welcome all new folks. We let's see if we get some action soon. I mean, I can't really do anything right now. There's no setup coming up. Uh, how's it been going today? Y'all, any one of y'all took any trades? No. I'll take it as a no. Okay. Now we're definitely looking right now for a fake out below here. Uh, it's just better because it means more liquidity is gonna be up there. Um, see, the tricky thing here is like, could this be enough? Personally, I would say no, not for me, because of these initial first fake outs, right? People have stops up there once from that breakout, twice, and 3 times. So for me, I would definitely want to see us sweep this high. And I might miss it, that would suck. But it could also mean we get a very beautiful 1 minute order block here, which would come by crossing this low. People go short, stops above there, boom, we sweep those stops, validate the order block entry, uh, target down towards, yeah, this definitely down here, target one, but we probably hold it until close. I think we're gonna keep falling. Never say definitely. I'll definitely take a trade. That's a dangerous word to say, mate. That's when you make mistakes. That's why I feel when I'm doing these live streams, but it's a dangerous thing. But I know I enjoy the teaching part of it, so I'm definitely gonna keep doing these, keep getting more comfortable with bored viewers, not no action. Right, boom. Here we go. That's now here are people going short, and right, these people there, they had their stops above there. These people here, they who went short on this double top, they have their stops also above there. So I'm still pretty happy with what we have. Yeah, took me a while to get it to, but just think in terms of retail patterns, right? think in terms of when are people going short, when are people going long. That's the logic, right? Like for example here, flag, break down below. What's happening? If you were a retail trader, what would you do, right? You would put your stop above there. That's the logic. Again, break down below. Where would you put your stop? Internal range high, stop above there. Double top, stop above there. And that's basically the way you look at the liquidity manipulation. And like you can even look on higher time frame even more. It's like it's everywhere and it's very beautiful. My first video is called Brace Yourself. Market's about to crash, something like that. And basically the exact same thing happened there. We hit our higher time frame standard deviation off of this manipulation move, right? No, that's not. Yep. Uh, yeah, banks are buying positions all the way there. And what do we get? Boom! Look at that touch. I mean, that's kind of scarily. But yeah, sorry. Right. Breakdown below. Double top. I'll drop down on the daily here. So breakdown below. Every single time here, we get a break. Every single time we get a double top. Every time it's just manipulation to get people to go short. And you can see when they're doing this for so long, all these fake outs bearishly, all these double tops, the more the liquidity build up. Oh wow, look at that. The more liquidity build up, the bigger the move. Okay, that's the motto. And if you're still not convinced by the standard deviations, it always is there. Aligning with order blocks is crazy. And that's how you know which order blocks to refer to as well. That's why I believe it's logical for us to head down towards this move there. See how that's where it's extended towards. Right, let's not miss this setup here. So what we're waiting for now is a 1 minute order block validation. That's what we want. So I kind of prefer trading on the London. I've come to realize because it's a bit slower there, and the things happen on the higher time frame as well. Like what I mean by that is like here. It gives a lot more clarity on the higher time frame what we want. Like you get 15-minute internal highs, which means you get 15-minute order blocks more clearly. Those tend to be stronger in my eyes. Like this would be the validation. Also, this won't be the propulsion block. Generally, you wanna catch the propulsion block, which is the third one, because that's usually the one that's extended as well. As you can see here, also standard deviation. Look at this. That's the move, right? That's the propulsion block. Look at respect of the middle point. Where does this extend to? There. Okay. Where's our next manipulation move? Okay. There. Look at that. Where does the reversal come? There. Boom. Move up. So now this is a new cycle, I think. So this is order block 1. What we're getting now is order block 2, and then we're going to get order block 3. And we'll see if we even get the move for like the big fall or the big fall, the intraday fall today. I think is quite reasonable. right? Let's see. Mm, right, so here is like, it's not an A plus right now. What I would like is a 1 minute order block from here, which means we get what we got down here, but we get it here. And that would be my signal for reversal and something I would be comfortable going short on. I believe that if you learn this and you like bloody discipline about it, like you actually just take A plus trades, there's no skill that's higher leverage, like at all. And this stuff is logical as well. That's why I struggle with ICT. I mean, it doesn't always explain the logic behind these order blocks, and it doesn't always add up. It's like it mostly adds up, but it doesn't always specifically. I love ICT though. I mean, as he says, mentor of your mentor. He's my mentor. I'm not your mentor probably, but yeah. But but yeah, I think drawing out order blocks like this with looking at engineer liquidity, it just makes a lot more sense. Uh, might have to be ready on the 30-second here. Do I have to take this trade? No. M1 order block is validation. Otherwise, I'm going to take it on the M and Q. It's like, it looks like we might just get it on the 30-second, but generally tends to be slightly lower likelihoods of success on the 30-second because nobody really is going short here, right? And so then it's not really qualified as an order block. And that's like my rule. If people are going, if it's a manipulation move that makes people take a trade, like it is down here, right? People go short on this breakout. People go short on this breakout. People go short on all these double tops. Then yes, there is liquidity there, meaning this move up here is taking liquidity. Uh, here, it's not the same because nobody's really going short here. So this move up here is not really taking liquidity. Let's see. Ooh, that's better. Right, so like imagine we get something sexy, breaking that low, and then we go higher. This used to be my entry strat. Like I would find the 1 minute order block, look for the validation. Like because this counts as an order block to a degree because it's a move that clearly takes out liquidity. But it's lower hit rate, I believe it tends to be, if I just go on these seconds trades, right? But this one could be very, like it's a low risk entry, I think. How I'll take that as a, close call though. No, let's follow my rules. Let's find a real M1 order block. I'll take this one on the MNQ just to get some action, see kind of backtest to see how well it works. So basically what you want, this is not validated yet. You want the move below. That's the validation. So right now it's not validated. So I enter a bit too early. Shit, did not mean to do that. Stop like that. So that's the validation. So in general, I wouldn't, yeah, so that would be the validation. And then I would put my stop there. That would be my old entry model, but I felt I had higher hit rate when I did a proper 1 minute order block. So we see. We sweep this eye. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna get stopped here. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, but basically it tends to be higher hit rate if it's a real engineered run, fake run up. Those order blocks tends to be better. Oh, interesting. This is the point where if you're in a trade, you say trust the bias. I mean, on paper, it's allowed to go above this one, just not above there. That's the peak. And is it? The question is it logical for it? Is there liquidity to collect? I don't think it should be. If it is, then it might be just manipulate, like consolidation day. Um, yeah, yeah, that's why we wait though for the real order box. Very, very important. It was a bit sketchy, this one. Generally, the kind of move you want to see is like we would want to see sweep like that, then boom, validate that one immediately. That would be a very, very nice setup. Mm, does that make sense? So we break down below, triggering more stops, sweep the liquidity, and then instead of continuing up, we just sharply reverse validate the order block from the 5 minute order block. That's something I would be interested. So there's still, it's still a valid. I mean, it's definitely not an A plus setup. Quite a bit too strong for that, if you ask me. It always is. Yeah, thanks for your time, bro. Hope you enjoyed it. Even though I couldn't find anything. I mean, that's the art, is it? In it, not finding stuff. That's the hard part. Um, Let me remove this. What would have been the other case here if we looked at it? I really appreciate you guys. I mean, we've had an average of 4 people this stream. For a second day of streaming, it's pretty good, I think. So I really appreciate that. What would have been the case for the reverse? I mean, it's not. It's ugly. Yeah, but basically, I don't think we're gonna get anything now, which is fine because we never had this second one validated. We didn't really get a 5-minute validation either, which would have been ideal. That's kind of what I like to see. Like, I'm really gonna, I've never really done that. Really put down pen to paper exactly what I want to see. But that's another good thing when you start trying to teach and stuff. It's like you realize your own flaws, I think, or not flaws, but the lack of clarity at times. And so, welcome, a new fellow. Hope you're having a good day. Take any trades today, bro. What I've been looking at is we got this 15-minute order block right here, or hourly. Why? Because this whole move down there stopped, took those highs there, right? Break down below, everyone goes short, stops about there, sweep those highs, validate the order block, and your liquidity in the order block. And then I was looking at the sweep, and hopefully we was gonna get the setup here, but we didn't get it, sadly, on the lower time frame. I was looking at like a bit more, like a 1 minute order block after this sweep there. Like, I'll show you an example. I'll show you the trade I took. I broke it down on a video, but it was the best setup I've had last two weeks. I don't know where it is. Hold on. There it is. Okay, I'll just put. Okay, 22nd. Right. So I'll show you. This will help me as well, I think. Is 22nd? Yeah. Right. It was the London. So what's going on is the smart money are engineering. All of these are order blocks. Why? Because it's always the same. They're engineering liquidity. Like, that's all it comes down to. When can smart money get into the market? That's it. That's the game. If you learn that, then you're pro. Right? You can see here how they're manipulating going along. And now one of you might be thinking, yeah, but they manipulated bearishly as well. Yeah. And so intra here inside of this order block, you wouldn't really want to trade. I always like to look for the third order block because then it's very clear where the order flow is. Third on ideally a 15-minute time frame, right? So, but yeah, we get this order block validated, right? You see, there are a lot of stops taken during this whole rundown. Smart money buying position. Again, manipulate high, whole lot of stops taking out during this move down. Again, up, but here, right? So then we validate the second order. But here, what happens is we don't really have liquidity on this one. And so what does it do? It engineers it. This is what's known as time distortion or liquidity buildup, kind of consolidation, I guess you can say. Trying to be fancy. Madame. Okay. So you get the consolidation trend line, fake out above, double bottom. So now it's very clear where all the liquidity here is. Take those. Brief sweep inside of the order block. We've had order flow all day, showing our bias is that way. Drop down into the 1 minute time frame. Let's go to 20-second. Make sure to like if you enjoyed it, anything, and if you don't. Yeah, basically you then look for the 1 minute order block, which is what we got here. See, it's the same here. You get the breakout above, people go long because it's a break of structure. Stops flow there, stop swept, consolidation, manipulation again. This whole move down comes to a new order block because all that's happening here is buying position, validation, entry, all of this aligning with the higher time frame bias, and we are in an order block and we swept the 50-minute liquidity. And then how do we decide our target? We extend it by the propulsion block by 2 to 2.5. Oh wow, every single time. And that's a 15 risk reward trade, or no, it's actually cap is there. Yeah, so it's a 9 risk reward. I took down the live account, but we haven't really gotten any good trades of that, but or probably we have. It's just been Christmas. And honestly, right now, since we didn't do what I thought we would, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do, and so I'm just gonna go read and study some business marketing YouTube. But I hope if you enjoy this, please do like. It really helps me a lot. Or don't. Even better if you don't, or like look at a video and learn even more. But yeah, thanks a lot for your time, and peace out.